Hello Leo, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan, illustrations by Mark Evans. For the supportive oracle cards, the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Alright, I already shuffled Leo. Alright, so okay. Alright, so this, okay. So as we go into this, you get the Fool energy going into it, which is very optimistic. I actually like this card. Some people view it differently, I know. Some people think of it as naive or setting yourself up. I feel like it's a very positive, not pessimistic, optimistic, optimistic viewpoint. You have best of intentions. You're thinking things can work out great, and you're moving forward with that attitude. That's how you're handling this situation that we're dealing with here. Now, that being said, as you go into this, you have the Romance card above this for your mental aspect. So I know people like to see this for literally the Romance card. It's a general read, so that's possible. For the majority of you, though, I feel like it's really talking about loving the situation, being in a very good mood, feeling really optimistic about the situation, really having passion for the situation you're dealing with. The two of these together are really pulling you through this situation. Like you're having great thoughts, you're feeling great about it, you're thinking this can go wonderfully. Very optimistic, very good. Now, that Fool card pulls all the way through, I'm noticing. So you're staying in that thought process. You're seeing the optimistic parts, you're not letting the negative parts pull you down. In the environment, I'm noticing we have the Eight of Cups, and there's a card behind it with the Two of Swords. I'm feeling like the environment might have a little bit of reluctance to get behind you on this. Which is interesting because you're very optimistic the whole way through. I don't feel like you're relenting. I feel like you're continuing on, and you're making the situation happen, but I feel like it's kind of living off your passion for the most part until it actually starts. Like the preparation, the planning, all that is living off of you, your passion. The environment, the people around you, they're not really sure they're interested in it. They kind of want to move on from it. They're kind of not really doing anything to support it is kind of what I'm feeling. You might get verbal support, but it ends there. I don't feel like anybody's taking action. And even some people might not even be responding that much verbally. I feel like the majority of this is it's living off of your passion. The situation is living off of your passion. And, you know, Leos, at least most Leos I know, aren't shy. So you got the King of Swords and you've got the Seven of Cups. Now I feel like the King of Swords, especially with the Seven of Cups, you're communicating a lot about what you're thinking, and you're showing all these benefits. You're showing all these benefits of why this is a good situation. You're also showing all these possibilities. You're talking it forward very strongly. This is, again, why. But I feel like this is also saying you're planning it. I feel like you're planning it. You're putting things together. You're getting enough of it in line to let it take flight, or, you know, to birth the situation, if you will, to get it into existence. You're making it happen based on everything you're talking about, but you're communicating it very strongly forward, and you're showing all these possibilities, but you're planning it at the same time. I feel like you're getting enough of it together to actually allow it to take flight, if that makes sense. Again, it's living off of your passion. And it seems like you're dealing with a lot of different little pieces at once, but you're putting enough of it together to let it start. Now, I am noticing this adversity here, but I'm noticing also it's the Eight of Cups and it's the Two of Swords. It's passive adversity. I feel like this card here, some people are they're just not acting on it. They're just trying to ignore it. Other people are just they're sitting on it and they're thinking about it, but they're not really acting. I feel like you're not getting a lot of feedback either way. People are either walking away or they're just holding their tongue about it and they're not really doing anything about it. That's where it starts for the most part, and that's where until it takes a change, that's where it seems to stay. That's the only adversity you have to deal with, it seems, that I'm seeing here, is like people either just like ignoring it or not responding. But this goes into this card. It goes into take action. At some point, the people you're talking with decide to like give it a shot. Because I feel like they're realizing you're not letting it go. So they move forward with it and they give it a shot. Which makes it a very peaceful resolution on your side. This is what you want. So these seem to balance out. First thing that happens is the other side takes action. Things you've been talking about, things you want to happen, you've inspired enough people to make it happen that it's actually starting to happen now. This is making you very happy. You feel like it's a peaceful resolution because it's what you wanted. You're not upset at this point, but I feel like you might have been like pushing to the area where you were like, come on, why isn't this happening? So it might have been getting a little aggravating because you've been talking about it for a while, talking about all these advantages, all these possibilities. You finally inspired the right person, or maybe a couple people, and somebody took action here, which brought it into existence. I feel like you're talking mostly here, and you've inspired somebody else to take action. Which then creates this between you and the environment, which is interesting. You have the Seven of Pentacles, people getting involved. I feel like this is people getting involved for the long haul. That's my first impression. The Knight of Cups, I feel like this is whoever's involved, I feel like this is really a good relationship builder. This is very being on the same page, enjoying time with each other. However that's working out, it's conducive. So these two first cards are good. Now this last card, the Six of Swords, some people are going to be walking away from the situation. I don't feel like that's a problem though, because above this I'm noticing you have the Sun card, and I feel like you're fine with that. The Sun card is everything working out perfectly. So the people that are walking away, I feel like that's fine, and they were a little pessimistic about it. They didn't want to be a part of it, and that's fine. There's enough people that are involved that you can enjoy this. And it's going to be, because it's going to take a while to make this work out. It's going to take a while. This idea you have, it's going to take some time. And the people involved who are involved are very much, they're people you enjoy who enjoy you, if that makes sense. The people you enjoy that enjoy you. Like the people who stuck around, those are the best ones for this situation. Like I feel like you're happy with who stuck around. The people that stepped back and walked away, I don't feel like it's a problem. I'm not really feeling any animosity about it. It's not a problem. It's just, that's fine. They didn't want to, that's okay. There's enough people involved that you can make this happen, which is what you want, so everything is good. But I feel like the whole thing with this reading is that your passion is what's pulling it through. Your passion makes it come to existence. You're carrying this, the Fool card, your optimism is carrying this for a while until you inspire the right person, and then that person takes action and everything starts taking shape from there. It does feel like this goes on for a while though, to be fair with you. And maybe knowing that in the beginning, because there is some reluctance, like some people just, I feel like some people just, they don't know what to do with the information. I don't feel like they're very confident that it's going to work out in the long run, or maybe there's other things they want to do, they're just not sure, they're a little perplexed whether they want to be a part of it or not. These people are the people I feel like are going to back you in the long run. And the people who just rather move on from it, I feel like they will in the long run. I feel like this card is saying there's a certain element there of people who don't want to be involved, and they probably won't in the long run. But that's fine, and it's not going to hinder your progress or your success in the future. Alright, I feel like this is good. I feel like we're good. So I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.